Now from news here in France, the actor Gerard Depardieu has been charged with rape and sexual assault. He is accused of assaulting and raping an actress in her 20s. This was back in 2018. An initial investigation into the accusations was dropped in 2019 because of a lack of evidence. Now, covering this story for us today is our senior reporter Chris Moore. He joins me now. Chris, first of all, give us a bit more details about Depardieu and about this case.
Well, as you said, these appear to be allegations which have resurfaced as far as he's concerned over an alleged incident back in 2018. It should be pointed out that for now, Gerard Depardieu remains a free man, although under judicial supervision. His lawyer has been talking to French media, protesting his innocence, and also tellingly saying that he really wished none of this had ever become so public. It came to light again after a leak yesterday from sources within the judicial system. Who is Gerard Depardieu? And as if he needs any introduction, one of France's best known and for some loved actors, possibly the best known French actor outside of his homeland in recent decades. And a man who kind of has a kind of high profile, troubled, colourful public persona, well known for his friendship with Vladimir Putin. Numerous anecdotes related to his drinking, including one notorious incident where he urinated into a bottle on an aeroplane. Obviously, these allegations have the potential to dramatically change the way he's perceived by the French public. He's a man who starred in numerous films, dozens of films over the decade, including one in which he portrayed the disgraced French former head of the International Monetary Fund, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, a man who he said in an interview he frankly didn't like, didn't admire, and felt kind of personified many of the things that were wrong with France.
Yeah, but there's an irony there, isn't there, Chris? Because, of course, Dominique Strauss-Kahn himself very publicly accused of sexual assault. That was a case that shocked the world. But in the end, critics of Dominique Strauss-Kahn say the story was just kind of brushed under the carpet.
That's right, yeah, it shocked the world, and to an extent, it shocked France. Obviously, there was a lot of criticism of Dominique Strauss-Kahn at the time, but there were also a lot of his political allies, bearing in mind that he was being perhaps teed up as a socialist presidential hopeful, who really leapt to his defence, questioning the allegations against him. And there is this culture here in France. Remember, this is the country that's offered sanctuary to Roman Polanski following his sex assault case in the United States. Members of the establishment and indeed right across society have frequently spoken out in support of the very strict rules that exist here on people's private lives, and the kind of distaste for this kind of expose tabloid style journalism where people are constantly looking to expose people. Campaigners, of course, would say that it shouldn't be a witch hunt, but abuse should be exposed. Did things change after DSK? Well, a little, but you have to fast forward several years really before we got to the Me Too movement. It started in the United States. It did gain traction here in France, but again there was a bit of a backlash from kind of entertainment royalty, including, for example, the actor Catherine Deneuve. What we have seen over the past year or so, however, is really a slew of allegations, some of which have resulted in investigations and trials. There was the actor Adèle Haenel, for example, who walked out of the César, the César of the French Oscars, in protest at Polanski getting an award. There have been allegations, which I should point out he strenuously denies, against the director Luc Besson, against the writer Gabriel Mancef, that going to trial over alleged abuse there, and against a senior television presenter here in France. So it's taken a long time, but I think the sheer volume of accusations which are being made now, perhaps this kind of culture of omerta and a greater willingness to break the silence is showing that attitudes are changing.
Very interesting stuff. Thank you very much indeed. Chris Moore reporting for us there.